We begin this assignment with looking at some ephemeral electronic information, blogs, tweets, and the like. We'll start with Google. So we'll begin our search with a search for blogs on Obamacare. And I've gone to Google and I've typed in Obamacare, and these are the results that you get on the web. And that's fine. But if we want to find about blogs, we're going to have to go and add some language like Obamacare blog. And I insist that it be singular rather than plural, because I seem to have made a difference when I did the search a couple of times. One thing you have to be a little careful about is, like, what's the source? Like the healthcare blog, who does this? So let's look at that one. And it looks very nice, except for this. The McKesson, they are a drug provider. And it looks like there's a sister site here and some other ad things. So I kind of have to think that maybe this site is all about the ads and about making money that way. If you go to the very bottom of this particular blog, it gives you some additional information, but who is Matthew Holt? So you have to do some looking around, and you might have to do some research. So you might want to be a little more selective when you choose a particular blog. Here's another one that is obviously not in it for information, but they're in it for selling ad revenue. One thing you can do is go to search tools and click on any time, and then select a time that you would like to look at Obamacare blogs. And this one I did in the past 24 hours, and you can see that it does change the results a bit. So there is some news about it in the past 24 hours, and maybe people are writing about that. And maybe you want to select something in the past week or the past month, past year, whatever, but certainly it will change your results a bit, and you might be able to bracket some trends. And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about doing this ephemeral kind of research. These kinds of things are here today and gone tomorrow, which we didn't think was really true about some resources, but it's becoming more and more true. So you may not necessarily get the same results, or even be able to find the same results next year if you did the same search and looked in the same time frame. For that you might have to go to the Internet Archive. Let's move on to Twitter. Twitter.com, if you have a Twitter account, don't feel that you have to make one for this particular exercise. If you already have one, that's fine. You can certainly use it to search. Make sure you're searching the whole thing and not just the people you follow. You can look through the list. There's an article from the Daily Beast that's being tweeted about, but that's a British publication, so I'm not sure it would answer your needs. You might want to know what Donald Trump has to say, but I don't know why, or what he's tweeting about. Most of the time, these are going to take you to websites or blogs or something that someone else has said, so it's a kind of a good way to get through a lot of media and a lot of media hype, I guess. And this looks like a blog, somebody's blog, and they have taken a lot of material and compiled it into one website here, and it probably has a particular point of view. So these more ephemeral kinds of publications very often do have a point of view, and you need to understand what that point of view is before you take their word for anything. If you don't have a Twitter account, you can certainly just go to Topsy.com and search tweets, and they do organize the result set a little bit better for you. And that concludes our presentation on how to find tweets and blogs